What does Pug Jelly, Sore Loser, and the Dirt Radicals all have in common? That's right. They're all terrible band names. Today, I'm going to be walking you through the rise and the fall of my second band, Sore Loser.
She was tugging on my hair all through the night. I could see like dizzy after my first bite, alright.
Sore Loser rose from the ashes of our first band, Pug Jelly, after Pug Jelly broke up. Pug Jelly basically broke up in around 2004, 2005. Long story short, it was a financial problem. It was because we couldn't use the band name anymore, but we still wanted to keep making music together. So we came up with this band, Sore Loser. The concept for Sore Loser was pretty simple. We were going to do exactly what we were doing with Pug Jelly. We were going to be a little bit darker, a little bit more older and mature, but we were going to be based out of Singapore. We were going to tour our butts off around Southeast Asia, but we were going to expand it a bit and try to do Japan. So what we did was we booked our own DIY tour of Japan. Just 5 shows with a band called Don't Turn Away. Great guys, great band. Check them out. And we sent out a bunch of emails. Universal Music distributed us in Singapore, our album, Long Distance Phone Calls. And so they invited Universal Music to our show, our first show in Tokyo. I think this was 2006, probably. The first show was bananas. It went off. It was like bananas. What? There was probably about 5 labels there. All of them offered us deals after the show, and regrettably, maybe we chose Universal because our label in Singapore was Universal. Regrettably, why? That's a story for another day. But we ended up signing with Universal. Technically, we're still on Universal today, but we just don't do anything. So, wepa. Sore Loser then did a bunch of festivals. Summer Sonic in Japan, Sing Fest in Singapore. We opened for Fall Out Boy, opened for a bunch of other bands. Long story gay, we ended up breaking up after a few years because people left Singapore, went their separate ways. My brother went to university, Masashi went to Japan, Jimmy went to California, I stayed in Singapore and drank margaritas. And then we kind of touched base after a few years. But that's a story for another time.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars.
The strange thing about Sore Loser is we're not as successful for the original music. We released a cover album called Hits Hit the Fans, where we cover James Blunt, Stray Cats, Blondie, a bunch of bands. We popped them up on YouTube. They went off. The internet loved it. We didn't so much, but who cares? And yeah, so now if you want to go check out some of the Sore Loser music, head to Spotify, head to YouTube. There's a bunch of covers there. There's a bunch of other stuff there, behind the scenes stuff. So that's the story of Sore Loser. We went our separate ways, but came back together with yet another crappy band name.
In other words,